Hello guys, and welcome back to my Coasters. My name is Anderson. Today we are going to be looking at a boomerang and asking the question, is it really bad? Why is it that bad? And we'll just go through those questions. We'll review tide speed, etc. and look at similar coasters. Is it really that bad? If you've not already, please subscribe. There's a subscribe button up there. Just go below the video, hit the subscribe button, like it, and that really helps out the channel. Comment below, and I might try you out in the future video. Anyway, let's get straight into today's video. So today I'm asking the question, Vakoma Boomerangs, are they really that bad? And I might include, I'll include giant inverted boomerangs and things like that in this talk, but we're going to use one example that I chose, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom's Boomerang Coast to Coaster. Dumb name, it's fine. So the length is 935 feet, the height is 116.5 feet, the speed is 47 miles an hour, with 3 inversions, because you go through the loop, and you go through the cobra roll twice in the loop. No, it should be 4 inversions, that's fine. And then there's also the, there's a catch car. It's only 935 feet because you go through the layout multiple times, and it has a duration of 1 minute and 48 seconds, as well as a G-force of 5.2 Gs. So, looking at this, it's got a cobra roll, a loop, and it goes through those elements twice. It goes through the cobra roll loop twice. Technically, it says 3 inversions instead of, technically I guess it would be 6, because you go through the cobra roll twice, it unverts you and then verts you again. So, just looking at this coaster, it has pretty good G-force, it's got a decent speed, you're going to look at similar coasters, but compared to like a, Disney coaster that goes, for example, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is my example here, it goes 34.0 miles per hour. That is very slow, so comparatively, this is actually a pretty fast coaster, pretty intense. The G's on a Disney coaster, it doesn't actually list that, but the G's on a Disney coaster has got to be like 1. So 34 miles an hour isn't horrible, but comparatively to a boomerang, it's pretty slow. Now the giant boomerangs aren't too different, but they're different enough where you're gonna, a little bit different. So the giant inverted boomerangs, for example, in Vertigo at Kings Island, it's 1,013 feet, height of 131 feet, and goes 50 miles an hour. So a few miles an hour faster, same inversions, a little bit longer track length, and actually has less G's, which is, I guess that's something. Anyway, so you'll notice both those coasters have a nice speed, good amount of G's, good duration. So is this really that bad? Now currently, if you just go to RCDB and you search at boomerang, there are 39 results, and that doesn't even include in Vertigo or those type of thing. Just the name boomerang, no model, no things like that. But I just feel like that alone shows you how bad this really is, with 8 coasters having the name Boomerang in them, a decent amount of family coasters and a bunch of you're gonna find a lot of Boomerang coasters. Now, the best ones are like the family boomerangs that don't feature inversions, and I think those are really great for families, because it is a first coaster for someone going backwards. The same thing could be said for like the hot rod racers or whatever that is at the park near Knott's. So when I really look at a boomerang, is it that bad? Does it seem that bad? No, it has a good speed, good G's, and a decent height. It's, what was it, 100 feet, more than that? That alone just shows you how small a coaster can have a pretty big impact. Duration, it's not too bad. I think I fully attribute people's hate to boomerangs for the amount of boomerangs there are. Now, G's, inversions, duration, speed, height, length, none of that also attributes to roughness. And so while looking at a boomerang from far away, you're gonna see maybe that it seems really good at first, but in total, that's just not the case. With 54 boomerangs and just a lot of coasters with the name Boomerang, you're gonna, have a lot of the same coasters, and while some will be rougher than others, roughness can attribute to a lot of hate. So I say, is the Boomerang that bad? No. I think people are really underrating the model. It has a decent amount of versions. And for me, the Boomerang I've ridden in Vertigo Kings Island is actually not that bad. It's kind of fun experience going backwards. So now, roughness, definitely Vakoma excels at making rough rides, and I think that's what I attribute most of the hate for the coasters is, roughness. So if you have an opinion of boomerangs that's so bad that you have a reason, put it in the comments below. But for me, I don't think boomerangs are that bad. I just see that there are so many of them because the price, the small square footage, and things like that have led to the hate of the boomerangs. If you agree, comment below. If you disagree, comment below. Today's episode is solely about how good is the boomerang, and if you have a differing opinion from mine, definitely tell me. Anyway, that's going to finish out this episode. I'll see you guys here on Motorist Coasters in a future episode with the SLC, why it's bad, is it really that bad, etc. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.